that is trusted more so than any, and we've talked about this before on the show quite a bit, is PYUSD. Now that is being held in, of course, by PayPal. PayPal continues to move up, and they're one of the most trusted payment brands. Well, I would say the trusted payment brand when it comes to retail, especially for people around the United States, maybe globally. So you look at that and you compare to PayPal's growth right here. This is their market cap for PYUSD. So really kind of the entry that we saw at the end of 2023 when they announced it. And then it's just been slowly moving up. And that is without a stablecoin bill. If you compare that to along with a lot of investors who are going to say, well, what stablecoin ecosystems could I get behind? Well, look at this. This is called Blue Chip. This is like a scoring system. PayPal, right there, PYUSD, grade A-. USDC gets a B+, and they are pretty much the number one stablecoin when it comes to crypto traders, at least in the United States. And then you got Tether holding out a D grade right there. One thing I will say that is missing here in the XRP community, if you're listening to this, we need to get XRPL on here along with RLUSD. So I think that's a big factor going forward of really, one, seeing the stablecoin ecosystems that are available, because you're going to have a lot of new people getting into this for the very first time. Now, you wonder, there's a lot of people that are going to understand, well, stablecoins are going to grow, so what crypto projects could we invest in to correlate along with that? Well, at the end, I'll give you guys a full breakdown. Market share is the one that I'm looking at because this is a big one. PayPal has 39% market share in terms of payment gateway industry. That is insane to have that much. Number two out there is Stripe. They're the second at 38%. So those two companies alone. With Stripe, though, what you've got is mostly been through acquisitions. They're moving into the market. They kind of missed the boat. Remember, they were offering crypto payments a long time ago, backed away from it. Now, of course, they've repositioned the whole component of where their strategy is going. Now, here's a clip with Jeremy Allaire, and he's getting into the point that I think is going to set the market on fire. Listen to this. Take a look.
Just yesterday, we saw Shopify announce that they're making USDC payments a default option automatically. Wow. For every merchant on their platform in the US and then in Europe. That's like 1 million merchants.
So like a PayPal button and then
pay with USDC.
And then a USDC button.
It will be there by default.
Yeah.
And in fact, not only that, they'll be offering merchants 0.5% cash back to the merchant. So they're going to actually compensate the merchant, which is incredible.
All right, guys. I want you to break that down for what he just said. Now, most merchant systems out there, I shouldn't say most, all merchant systems out there when it comes to online e-commerce and retail, you're talking about anywhere between 1.5% all the way up to 3% that it's charging to the merchant to make a transaction. What they're talking about now is spinning that completely on its head, and they're starting with 0.5% that they're paying the merchant just to offer USDC. PayPal is bringing its stablecoin to PYUSD, and of course, remember, Stellar is the one that leads the way when it comes to cross-border. Now,
PayPal is kind of the perfect party to be able to do that because they have access to these merchants that are already part of their ecosystem, and they're going to use it and focus on velocity. So there's always this focus on volume, and lots of asset holders want volume to exist so that they can, earn the interest on that. But when you think about velocity, that actually gets to the usage point, and it gets to the piece of saying, what is the value of this asset and how is it being used in the world? And that's what PayPal focuses on. And so, think bill pay. If you think about like payroll, you think about all these things for small to medium-sized businesses that they already have relationships with. That's the usage of the asset, not just the asset itself. And PayPal